Welcome to the Outer Rim Rookie, a beginner's journey to joining the 501st and Rebel Legion. My name is Rob Williams. Today is part 2 of our AT-AT driver build. Went to the storage unit and dug this guy out here. That's pretty cool, huh? Today's focus is going to be about Captain Nyrox. Now, like much of the characters I like to bring up, like Duncan Hickmat or Ten Nun, Captain Nyrox is pretty much an unknown. But I had a lot of fun diving into the rabbit hole that we call Star Wars lore. And while I was diving, I found out some cool stuff, not just with Captain Nyrox, but with other AT-AT drivers and the connection to Star Wars fandom. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Captain Nyrox.
AT-AT pilots are soldiers who are experienced in battle and specialize in heavily armored vehicles. They're strong, cocky, and have a sense of invincibility due to the machines they operate. Their suit is equipped with a life support system with temperature regulation, and their helmets are connected directly to the vehicle's computer system. The AT-AT crew work in pairs. One pilots the vehicle while the other operates the cannons. They're also typically accompanied by a commander who controls the entire operation. AT-AT drivers are committed to their position. They're often found living within the vehicle, doing repairs, and becoming one with the AT-AT. Nyrox was a graduate of the prestigious Rythal Academy. There, he demonstrated his strong abilities in working with heavy-duty and complex vehicles, his favorite being the all-terrain armored transport. Nyrox, much like his fellow AT-AT drivers, had an air of invincibility and strength. Despite being only 5'5", his ability to operate a 65-foot metal beast was unmatched. His skills and creative maneuvers were eventually included in the Imperial Handbook. But more importantly, he caught the eye of General Veers. Once Nyrox left the Academy, he immediately earned the rank of Lieutenant and worked under General Veers on the Thunder 1 of the Thundering Herd Unit. Nyrox was present during the Battle of Hoth, where he was a member of the Blizzard Force, a group of AT-ATs under the command of General Veers. We are unsure of which AT-AT he was operating. However, it is assumed he survived since he was promoted to captain after the battle. The information of Captain Nyrox came from Galaxy Guide 3, The Empire Strikes Back edition, in 1989, written by Michael Stern. In 1996, a second edition of the supplement was released, which updated and expanded on the story of Nyrox, and was written by none other than Pablo Hidalgo. After researching the history of Captain Nyrox, I came across an amazing story which relates to two other AT-AT drivers who were by General Veers' side in the Battle of Hoth. In a deleted scene, Veers was supposed to have perished after destroying the power generator. Hobby, in a last-ditch attempt, crashes directly into the head of the Blizzard 1, taking down the walker and killing Veers and the crew. In 2020, the book From a Certain Point of View, The Empire Strikes Back edition, Christine Golden writes the story The Truest Duty. The story revolves around General Veers and his working relationship with Darth Vader. In the story, Golden brings back the crash of Hobby and the Blizzard 1. However, Veers is not killed. He is eventually rescued by one of the AT-AT drivers on board. What is incredible about the story, though, is the name of the AT-AT driver, a man named Lestock, a tuckerization of the name George Costal. George is one of the biggest General Veers fan in the Star Wars fandom and the owner of the Twitter account Veers Watch, which reports on whether or not we'll see Veers in any upcoming Star Wars media. To add an additional pair of Easter eggs, the AT-AT drivers' TK numbers are based on the birthday of Star Wars Explained hosts Molly and Alex Damon. The stock was identified as TK7834, and the other driver was TK5187. I would recommend checking out the interview Alex had with George about this moment on Star Wars Explained. It is a fun exchange, as George shares his excitement for his character to be the one who saves Veers' life. It's stories like these that bring a smile to my face. It makes the trip down the Star Wars rabbit hole such a fun adventure, and I hope one day I'll be lucky enough to have a moment just like this.
So there you go, a little bit about Captain Nyrox, and as well as some cool other stuff, that the little Easter eggs that you find in Star Wars lore, and how Star Wars and the fans connect in this cool way, even in those small little cracks and crevices. I would love to have a situation like that happen to me. Super jealous, guys. Any which way, to wrap it up, next episode we're going to talk about some of the stuff that's been coming in the mail. I just got these gloves, got a balaclava. I'm going to be waiting for some more stuff to come in, and we're going to dive into the part parts and the pieces of the costume as they come. This is starting to get exciting. I love it. So don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to check out our podcast every Saturday, the Generation X-Wing podcast. Check out that. And also we're doing some live streaming of the video games for the summer until school starts kicking in again. And I hope you enjoy what we're putting out here on the channel. So thanks for watching, and remember, drivers and legends are built on hope. Bye.